Oh yeah?
Yeah? Okay.
What's this called? They will feed me till the point of explosion. Beginning of another calm morning in Ghandruk. Unfortunately, can't see Annapurna once again. In fact, it's supposed to snow maybe in a couple hours. What can we do? This place is a part of the Annapurna base camp circuit also, so maybe sometime later I'll do that hike and stop here once again. It'll be great to say hi to this lovely family once again also. But we'll just take a jeep back to Pokhara today, and Beeps is also coming, so we'll just go together. Yeah, it's now probably time for breakfast. Last few hours in Ghandruk, just having one of their Gorka beers and observing the scenery one last time. I'm really gonna miss this place. It's definitely a life-changing trip, you know. I think, you know, if you have the opportunity to travel, don't go to fucking Paris. What are you gonna see there? Come to a random village in Nepal. Go to an entirely different culture. That's what's gonna like teach you something. That's what's gonna make you a different person than the person you were before your trip. I mean, isn't that the goal? To learn something? It's not to just get drunk in a foreign country and, you know, have nights that you don't remember. It's to meet people that live lives different than yours. And I think Ghandruk village has really been great at giving me that opportunity. So I'll definitely remember this place and hopefully be back sometime when I'm doing a Annapurna circuit where I'll be able to see the mountain for real this time. But I'm not so upset because I'm gonna see the Himalayas in Everest when I'm like actually in Mount Everest. So no problem. But yeah, I would advise everyone to book a trip similar to this, like something where you get to see a culture that's different than yours or a lifestyle that's different than yours. And you can go to France. I'm not saying like don't go to France, but I don't know. I guess I think you're not going to learn much if you go see a clock tower, a castle, and a town square. That's pretty much the summary of Western Europe. It's still nice to see, but also go to a village in France, you know. At least see something that you're not so familiar with. So in conclusion, I think I learned from this trip that village life is not exactly the way I romanticized in my head. It's definitely hard living here. I mean, it's true that the people here are nicer, probably happier than us city people. And it really is true that these people have better social connections amongst each other. It's more like a big family here. But the reason for that is because small number of people that live here, and it's kind of like they're all on the same boat. They're all trying to survive in this harsh environment, which binds them together. But in the city, there are a lot of people. So first of all, you're not going to be friends with 11 million people. And second of all, everyone is competing for your attention in the city. There's always distractions. You can't give everyone your attention and your energy. I mean, you can't like finish your day. You can't finish the stuff you need to do. So that puts you into like a fuck you, get out of my way mindset, which is kind of like a survival strategy that you are forced to adapt. I don't think humans are naturally assholes, but if you're put into a situation like that, then you have to adapt that mindset. So then why do we like go to cities in the first place? And that's because even looking around in this village, a lot of stuff here that help these people survive, you know, like metal, plastic, washing machine, water heater, electricity, all of these are like city inventions. They're not natural village creations. And these people need those things. And that's why we have cities and industrialized zones. The reason we went from villages to forming those big industrial societies was ultimately because we needed those things that made our lives easier. So I guess we need to not forget that. That's why we have cities in the first place. It's to create those things that ultimately make life in the village easier. So the conclusion is that yes, city living is a necessary evil that we have to withstand. We have to do because, like I said, in the end we need the things. That's why we do it. It's not like some text from the sky came and said, oh, live in cities and create these things. It's all driven by necessity. So the stressful life is, yeah, it's a necessary evil to make living on Earth easier. But remember that the end goal is always to have good connections, good friends, good family, to love each other. The asshole living in the city is just a temporary thing that we have to do. So I guess just don't forget to ultimately come back to your whatever the opposite of the city harsh living is. The connection full, nice life. That's the goal. To live the village lifestyle, but easier. It's the whole reason we go to cities in the first place. Yeah, I guess don't get caught up, you know. That's the conclusion. Remember your roots. Remember that go to the city, do the necessary evil, create the stuffs, the inventions, the industrial things that the village can't produce. But ultimately, remember, don't get caught up in the city life. Don't get caught up being that harsh person that always pushes away other people. Remember that what makes humans happy in the end is love and connection and family and all these stuff that the village can't provide. The village only needs those inventions that make life easier, but that's it. So go live in the city, make those things, but always remember your roots. Always remember that your goal is not to chase more and more money. I guess it is to form a happy family and live a good life where you love your neighbors, you be nice to your neighbors, be nice to other fellow humans. Yeah, and you have a tight, loving community, hopefully in a nice nature spot like this. I think that's all you need from life. That's what the village life has taught me. Here's a testament of how cold it is in the room. This is the room itself. Wait. Yeah, so I'm kind of legitimately worried about Everest Base Camp. I might need to get a couple more thermal liners or maybe some fleeces because it's going to be 20 degrees colder. Now I'm conflicted once again because if you live a life where you chase money, you have to think about like how you get money. You get money by selling things to people, right? So you produce something and you sell it. But if you spend your money, so if you consume, then you no longer have the money. So if you are acquiring money, if your money is going up, that means you're producing more than you're consuming. So you're giving more to society than you're taking. Society has debt to you. Like you're giving credit to society. You're making more than you're taking. So you're doing something good. Chasing money, trying to acquire more and more money is actually, interestingly, is a selfless act. Like many people think it's selfish to chase more and more money, but it's actually a selfless act because you're producing more than you're consuming. So you're helping society more than you're taking from society. But in order to do that, you have to live this difficult, sad life where you have to, you know, always say no to certain things, maybe reject certain people. You can't have as much fun because in the end you have a goal. You're trying to achieve certain things, acquire more and more money, complete certain tasks. So you have to live this sad life, I guess. But it's for the benefit of society. But then if you think about it, and if you say like, hypothetically, if everyone in society lived this way, if everyone in society tried to produce more than they consume, so if everyone was chasing money, then I suppose it would be a better world because everyone's constantly producing things for other people. If everyone is in this mindset where they try to make more than they take, which is the definition of acquiring money, then it would be a better world, right? But then everyone lives sad, miserable lives chasing money. But then collectively as a society, we have more. So like without really being aware of it, we are happier, I suppose. Just definitionally, we would be happier, but we wouldn't be aware of it because we're constantly chasing more and more. Like our lives would constantly be getting better. We maybe wouldn't be happier because we would always be in this mindset of wanting more and more. So I guess the solution would be to, I suppose, live that really sad, miserable life where you acquire a lot of money, which means you produce a lot of things for society without taking, and then take your money and move to like a village like this one where you can not worry about money anymore and spend the money that you acquired in a nice community like this where you can, you know, form better connections and happier social groups. So if you think about like two extreme lives that you can have, one is you have a lot of money but you're alone versus you don't have much money but you have people, you probably would be happier if you had more people around you but less money. But it doesn't negate the fact that life is really hard in the village. So we do need to go to cities and we do need to produce the things that make our lives easier. Just need to like not get caught up in that and remember that there is an end point. there is such a thing as enough. At some point, you need to stop that and find your community where you'll be happy. I guess in our society right now, a lot of people do get caught up in the city life. And although they are maybe themselves sad, I guess in the end, they are doing something good for society. They're sacrificing their personal happiness for the overall benefit of humankind by producing more. I also remembered something from yesterday. I was talking to that old guy, and he said that like a lot of young Nepali people are like immigrating to other countries, and even at my place, mommy that works there, she is trying to like send her kids to other countries, and the sister that works here, she's in Korea, for example. One of the cousins is in Switzerland. It's just not just Nepal, like there's a lot of immigration happening in the world right now, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just curious what the world's going to look like in 50 years, because as far as what the old man was saying, people that leave, they don't come back. And the old man was saying yesterday that the village needs young people. So I'm just wondering what it's going to be like in 50 years. Guess time will tell. But yeah, interesting. The clouds are coming. Off to the bus park, getting the Jeep and going back to Pokhara. Alright, so I checked into a hotel, and guess whose hotel it is? It was the lady that cut my hair. Great person. And water, hot water?
Oh, mix.
Medium water.
From India.
From India. And hotel owner, Miss
Sormila.
Sormila.
Yeah.
Yes. And best barber.
I'll be in the future.
We're in the future, yeah. She's in training. She's trying to move to Canada to work as barber. Taste, yeah. If anyone lives in Vancouver, visit her when she finally gets her visa. And this food?
I make your video.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
What's this called?
This is called the tupa.
Tupa.
You know, this is the traditional mixed tupa.
Mixed tupa.
It means soupy and noodles. It's especially called Tibetan food.
Tibetan food?
Yeah. Especially we take it in winter time.
Vegetables and noodles. And, yeah, it's very good.
How it tastes?
Great, yeah.
Taste is good?
I'm a fan, yeah.
Okay.
Of course. If you make it, it's good always.
Yeah, okay.
If you come here, visit her hotel. If you go to Vancouver, hopefully when she has her visa, get your hair cut. Yeah, definitely recommend. It's the best hotel I've stayed in so far. I'll show you the view tomorrow as well from the rooftop. Great lake views, good location, everything great.
The butter, ghee.
Okay, butter. And it's called paratha? And
Paratha, yeah, it's called paratha. And the smell is very good.
yeah, and it's like naan and...
Just like a naan, I put inside the potato and mashed potato and some salt and cardamom, just like that.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Maybe dip it in some butter. Very good. Yeah, the bread itself, or the naan, whatever, the tortilla, is very thin. Yeah, the thickness comes from the potato itself. And quite filling. So that's Simona, little daughter. She's just running around, you know. This place just has that family feel. Kind of what I love about Nepal and I guess other countries in general, which is that if you go to a restaurant or an establishment, hey,
Hi.
and that's the older daughter, hello. I don't know, like you can get this feeling that you're a part of, you know, kind of like the family that runs the establishment. They make you feel at home, like you're a guest.
So wheat flour and the mashed potato, and I just eat.
Yeah, it's good, but I'm filling up. If I can't.
You can?
All of these, I can't eat all of it.
Okay, 1-2 piece you try.
1-2 piece, yeah.
Okay.
See, they're they will feed me till the point of explosion. Like grandmas, you know. That's why grandmother. She's an extra mother. Like, what do moms do? They take care of their kids, right? And a grandmother is a super mother, like that. She takes care of her guests. I'm technically nobody to her, right? I'm just a customer. I'm not related. We're friends, but we've only known each other for so long. But in spite of that, she's very nice to me, takes care of me. And not just me, anyone who comes here. That's just how some cultures are, some places and some people. That's what I like, that's what I miss in the West, because I'm from Turkey and it's like that in Turkey too. It's just, I can't seem to find that in the West. And maybe it's not the West's problem, it's just the problem of cities. That's what I've been saying all day today, being in Ghandruk village and everything, you know? It's just small towns and non-cities are just friendlier people, nicer people. They treat you as humans. Because like in a city, there are a lot of people, right? So then if there's a lot of something, then the value of that thing goes down. So humans become a nuisance in the city. You have to like avoid them, get out of their way. But in the end, like what makes humans happy is other humans. So we need to be nicer to each other instead of seeing each other as nuisances. It's good, tasty. Mitosa? Mitosa means tasty or good. Yeah, mitosa means good, tasty. So that's the hotel, kind of dark, but hotel visitors in. It's, as you can see, pretty high up, so they got a nice view of the lake. I'll show it tomorrow, but I'm off to buy some trekking clothes or gear, as they say, as we hikers say. Just kidding. Yo, what's up? Because staying at Ghandruk has taught me that I am definitely not prepared for the Everest cold. Here's the room, by the way. Has a great balcony. Nice, clean bathroom. And it's about 4,000. It's all at like 35 bucks, something like that. It's a good deal. I mean, for what you get. Like I showed you the other rooms, they were like, yesterday I was paying like 1,500. Of course, Ghandruk's a little different, but this is it. It's warm in here. It's good for what you get. Good price for what you get. We'll see. Everything sounds very not sketchy, totally. So this is how buses are in Nepal. Excuse me. What a welcoming toilet. I thought life in Ghandruk was hard. This life is way more harder.
I get job,
And
then income money, I paid you.
Payback.
Yeah, payback. Donald Trump,
Yeah.
then after now, John Biden, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I bring Lucas, my house, my father, no
like.
accept.
Not
My
like.
father, no accept. I have marijuana in my house.
Oh.